There is a book that has long whispered its secrets about controlling and influencing the masses. Its ideas have a strange power that seems to shape whole groups of people. It was the favorite book of this dark soul. And if you understand it, you can protect yourself from the Suki that try to take everything from you just like they have done before. Here is what you need to know. Let me give you the central thoughts of this powerful book. At the end of this, I will reveal the name of it. In quiet moments of reflection, one might consider how simple feelings, not logic or reason, rule the hearts of crowds. It is as if a single spark of emotion, be it fear, anger, or excitement, can set off a chain reaction. Imagine a scene where a leader with a voice filled with passion speaks to a gathering of people. Their eyes light up not because of clear arguments or logical explanations, but because the words stir feelings deep within. This is the quiet truth behind the art of influence. The ideas in the book tell a story of human behavior that is not governed by careful thought, but by raw emotion. When a person feels fear, for instance, their judgment can be clouded, leaving little room for reason. The power of a stirring speech lies in its ability to connect with these deep emotions. Throughout history, many have learned that simple feelings can override the careful reasoning that we normally rely on in our day-to-day lives. In that way, the mass is often like a flowing river, moved not by the steady hand of logic, but by the surge of passion. The message is clear. When a group of people is presented with a strong emotion, they tend to follow as if pulled by an unseen force. It is easy to see how a message that appeals directly to the heart can take root. The idea that emotions rule over reason has been repeated time and time again, until the simple truth is etched into the collective memory. In casual conversation, one might recall a time when a powerful idea was not debated with facts or logic, but embraced because it resonated on a deeper emotional level. This is not about personal experience, but a reflection on the nature of collective belief. In everyday life, many witness events where clear, rational arguments fall silent in the face of overwhelming emotion. A charismatic voice can rally support in moments of crisis, drawing attention away from careful thought and measured reasoning. The techniques described in this mysterious book have been used by those who wish to mold the crowd, tapping into the power of the simple feelings that rule us all. Understanding this method becomes essential, not only to see through the illusions that might be presented, but also to safeguard one's own mind. Thus, the foundation of the text is built on a simple yet profound observation. The crowd obeys simple emotions. When ideas are delivered with passion, they become far more persuasive than complex arguments that require careful thought. The power of emotion in shaping the thoughts of many is undeniable. It is a reminder that the forces which drive the hearts of people are often as unpredictable as they are potent. The conversation about control and influence begins here, with the understanding that the power of emotion lays the groundwork for a much larger dance of ideas and beliefs. In the journey to understand the art of influencing the masses, another layer of the method reveals itself: the importance of repetition and the strength of images. Imagine a message so simple that it can be repeated again and again until it becomes part of the very fabric of thought. The act of saying a phrase over and over, without the need for detailed explanation or evidence, can slowly etch that idea into the minds of those who hear it. There is a quiet magic in the power of repetition, a quiet persistence that transforms mere words into a belief. Consider how a well-known saying or phrase can take on a life of its own. When repeated consistently, it becomes a kind of mantra, a call that resonates with the inner workings of the mind. It is not the logic of an argument, but the familiar sound of the repeated word that comforts and convinces. This is why ideas, no matter how simple, become powerful when they are reiterated until there is no room left for doubt. In everyday interactions, the echo of familiar phrases often brings a sense of security and belonging, even if those phrases lack depth or complexity. Alongside repetition, there is the compelling power of visual symbols. Humans are naturally drawn to images. They see the world in pictures before words even form in their minds. A single symbol or image can capture the imagination in a way that a lengthy explanation never could. Think of the way a simple picture can convey a story or emotion instantly. The mind finds it easier to process images than abstract ideas. In the realm of influence, it is often the visuals that create a lasting impression. A striking image can bypass the need for lengthy debate and instead deliver its message in one powerful moment. The influence of visual symbols is intertwined with the effect of repetition. When an image is seen repeatedly, it becomes a familiar friend, a trusted part of one's inner narrative. This constant presence solidifies the idea behind the image, making it hard to forget. In many public spaces, bold symbols and striking visuals are used to create a sense of unity and shared belief. They carry a message without uttering a single word, inviting the viewer to accept a simple truth that resonates with their emotions. Another idea emerges from this understanding: the idea that certain voices carry an air of respect and authority. Prestige, or the aura of special status, has the ability to silence doubt. When someone is seen as distinguished or honored, their ideas are taken on faith rather than questioned. In a casual conversation, it might be noted that prestigious figures often have a magnetic pull on opinion, drawing people in without the need for lengthy explanations. This power, combined with repetition and vivid imagery, creates an environment where ideas can flourish unchecked by the careful scrutiny of reason. Thus, the pathway to influence is paved not with complex debate, but with simple, repeated words and striking images. The crowd's mind is swayed by what is seen and heard time and again, a constant drumbeat that drowns out the quieter voice of doubt. In this subtle interplay, the tools of repetition and symbolism join hands to create a force that is both gentle and unyielding. As the exploration of mass influence continues, another vital element emerges: the role of leadership and the allure of absolute certainty. This leader, regardless of personal expertise, carries an energy that mirrors the collective emotions of the people. The power of this connection lies in the ability to transform the individual will into a shared purpose. The influence of leadership is subtle, yet pervasive. A leader does not need to engage in endless debates or offer detailed proofs of their ideas. Instead, they serve as a living symbol of the beliefs they champion. The energy of the crowd is harnessed and focused by the leader's clear conviction, leaving little room for alternative viewpoints. In everyday discussions, one might notice that when a leader speaks with absolute certainty, their words become a rallying cry. Simple, uncompromising, and beyond question. This clarity, this unyielding stance, resonates with people who are searching for direction and simplicity in a complex world. Another factor that cements the power of influence is the appeal of absolute ideas. When ideas are presented in a clear, black and white manner, free from the murkiness of doubt and complexity, they hold a strong attraction. The human mind, when confronted with uncertainty, often seeks refuge in the comfort of certainty. In this light, ideas that are absolute become not only persuasive but almost magnetic. They offer a clear path forward, a solution that requires no further explanation or nuance. The simplicity of these ideas makes them irresistible in a world where complications can lead to hesitation and fear. Equally important is the role of illusion. It is fascinating to consider that the crowd is often seduced by a well-crafted illusion rather than a straightforward truth. When an idea is wrapped in a convincing guise, it has the power to override the subtle tug of evidence and reason. Even if facts contradict the illusion, the emotional appeal remains strong. In casual thought, it becomes clear that the allure of an illusion lies in its ability to present a world that is easier to understand, a world that does not require the hard work of questioning or skepticism. These methods of influence, leadership, absolute certainty, and the seduction of illusion form a powerful triad that shapes collective belief. They remind us that the power to influence the masses lies not in complexity, but in simplicity and emotion. The ideas echoing through this narrative are drawn from a classic work that has long explored the depths of human behavior. This book, written by Gustave Le Bon in 1895, is called The Crowd, a study of the popular mind. Its lessons reveal the mechanisms by which emotions, repetition, images, prestige, leadership, absolute ideas, and seductive illusions work together to shape society. In a world where ideas are constantly at play, understanding these methods can serve as a guide. They offer insight into how the forces of influence operate and remind us of the importance of safeguarding independent thought. The knowledge contained within these pages encourages reflection and dialogue among those who value the clarity of a free mind. Embracing classic values and the spirit of relentless cooperation, the conversation about influence and control continues. A timeless dance of ideas that beckons every thoughtful observer to listen closely and think deeply.